Hi all. So today's event is MySQL Basics. So my name is Indira and I'm a full stack web instructor at Byte Academy. So in this webinar, we'll understand the most famous RDBMS relational database management system, MySQL, and its CRUD operation. So just the basics of MySQL. Okay. We'll wait for a few minutes, 1 to 2 minutes, if more people are joining. So before we begin, I would like all of you to know about our Discord community. So we have a Discord community. So the link to download Discord app in your mobile phone or in your laptop, the link is given in the description of this video. So once you downloaded Discord, you can join our community by clicking on the link. So this link is also given in the description of this video. So the community name is Nestria. Okay. So the Nestria Discord invitation link, if you click, you'll be able to join the Nestria community. So there we will have many channels or groups where we are discussing technical things, career help, HR, many things, and many other things also. So we can continue the discussion after this webinar also on those particular channels. So I'll be sharing the material in a particular channel in the Nestria community also. So once again, a very warm welcome to all of you to the event MySQL Basics. So let's see. So that is, you just need to understand MySQL, the relational database management system, which is a software. So we are going to see how to install that and execute the basic commands. So basic queries in MySQL, the CRUD operations. So let's say what we are going to learn today. So we'll be just seeing how to install MySQL server and what are the CRUD operations means. And we'll do some hands-on for MySQL that we will be executing the basic queries in MySQL. So all these are RDBMS. So this webinar is assuming that you already know what is relational database management system. You know the basic concept, and all the relational database management systems like MySQL, SQLite, Oracle, PostgreSQL. So all these things are relational database management system. So that's a software where you will get storage and you will have specific commands or queries to manipulate the data. Okay, so one such thing is MySQL. So That's how it is. So we are just going to see how you do that today. So let's say what is how a table looks like in any RDBMS. So RDBMS means relational database management system. There will do there will create table to store data. Okay, so let's say this is a table. So I wanted to store student details in this table. So the table with rows and columns. So we are going to create a table with rows and column and going to store the data in that table. So let's say we have a table. So the table will look like this. Table will have rows and columns. Okay. So let's say this table name is student. So you're creating a student table. So the student table will have rows and columns. So all the relational database management systems follows this table syntax. So let's say student, the field names are student has, every student will have a name, roll number, let's say mark. So let's say mark 1 or let's say grade. Okay, has grade, student will have a grade. And age, so something like that. So wherever you're creating your table, you'll create this. So you will install the MySQL server, then you will write queries or commands to create tables. So your table will look like this. So we are going to create something like this today. Okay. So this is rows and columns. So these are the rows, these are the columns. We'll create something like this. You store data in tables in relational database management system. So there are many relational database management system. One of them is MySQL. It'll be like this. Okay, you'll have data here. You'll have name, some name. Okay, roll number. Your roll number will be there, 1, 2, 3, like that. Here you will have grade, let's say A plus. So here you'll have age, say 12. So this is one row. This row in RDBMS is called as a tuple also. Okay, the table can be called as a relation. So actually we assume that you know the basic RDBMS concepts. So let's go back to the slide. Okay, have a video, but how to install MySQL? You can just do like this. And go, let's say, go to Google. Say, suppose your system is Windows. So mine is Mac. So the steps will be little different. So install MySQL server on Windows. You just click on that. Mostly the first link will be the one you have to discode. So let's say, let's download the MySQL installer for Windows. So you'll get this. So, okay, get this. So let me send this link to the chat. Let's see. I'm able to send. Okay, I've sent this in the live chat. So this is the link. You go. Okay, so Microsoft Windows, you just check if your system is 62-bit or 32-bit. So installer, it is fine. You can install it. So it'll take some time to download that. And you need to click on that exe, double click on that exe and just follow the instructions to install MySQL server. Okay. While doing that, just make sure one thing, you need to click on the checkbox that add it on the path if you're using Windows machine. So if we can watch a video how to do that. Let's say we are searching in the Google for the latest MySQL version. Or download MySQL Community Server. So if you're finding that, better to take that. So it will redirect you to this downloads.mysql.com. And you can select the version, which version you wanted to download, and you can select the operating system. Okay. So if you're using Windows, select Microsoft Windows. Okay. And check your system type. It is 64-bit or 32-bit. Where you check that, if you're a Windows machine, click on this PC properties. Okay, so you'll be able to see system type 64-bit operating system. So make sure that it is 64-bit. Okay, so you download that installer. Okay, let's say 64-bit installer you are downloading. Click on the download button. It'll take some time. See, it will be downloading in some time. It'll be there in your downloads folder. So once you get the installer downloaded in your downloads folder, so whatever you install will go to your downloads folder, right? So I'm showing this for Windows. Most of them will be using Windows. That's why. So see that file is downloaded. Double click on that and just follow the instructions. Just click on next, accept the license, click on next. Okay, typical, let it be. Click on install. So it will take some time. It will be installed. Click on next. Finish. Okay. This you don't need to do. Like if you want, you can do. Okay. Servers instance configuration. So you check that checkbox. Okay. Yeah. Check that checkbox. Include MySQL server path in your environment variable. Now you're giving the password. Okay. The by default your password, your username will be root. Okay. So if you want to create another username, you can create. So for the default username root, you need to give a password and you need to remember this. So you can take MySQL command line client from the start menu. Okay. You take that, you will get the MySQL prompt. So there you can execute your commands. Okay. Let's go back a little bit. Here, once you click next, installation, next, okay, completed. So it is automatically opening this. Okay, what is this? You want to allow the tab to make changes to your device. So MySQL instance config.exe. Okay, yes. You click on yes. When you click on yes, you'll get another wizard. Okay. The configuration wizard will allow you to configure the MySQL Server 5.1 instance. To continue, click next. So that time you click next. Okay. Select the standard configuration. Click on next. Okay. So what you are doing here, this is a point to make a note. Okay. Make a note. Include bin directory in Windows path. So in Windows machine, there will be environment variables. So you don't need to manually include or add the path there. Okay. While doing this, just check this checkbox, include bin directory in Windows path. Okay. If you do that, the path will be included, the installation path of the MySQL server. That means the bin directory, the exe's path. Okay. The bin directory path of the MySQL server will be added in your system environment variable. Then you don't need to log in every time using the command to the MySQL prompt and all. Okay. So that's why. So you don't need to do this in Mac and all. Okay. So what we are doing, MySQL server instance configuration. So default new, okay, default root username. Okay. By default, your username will be root. Okay. For that root username, you're giving a password. So new root password. You will see you enter a password there. Okay. And you confirm your password by retyping the password again. Okay. Click on next. Okay. Next. So it is configured MySQL. It is configured. Go to your start menu. You will get MySQL command line client in Windows. Double click on that. It will open a prompt. Which prompt? MySQL command line prompt. So you get the MySQL prompt you were able to see, right? So you got the MySQL prompt. You're logged in into your root username and the password. Okay, you don't need to give that every time and all. So once you added the path in this and once you got the MySQL command line client, you don't need to do that. Okay, then you can execute the MySQL commands here. So this, all the RDBMS uses a language called structured query language, which is known as SQL and pronounced as also as SQL. Okay, pronounced also as SQL. So that is the language, structured query language, which has its own syntax like any programming language or something. Okay, any other programming language. Structured query language, SQL or SQL, also has its own syntax. So you need to follow that syntax and rules when you type a query or a command in the MySQL prompt. To what? To create your table and add the data inside your table, or create your database, add a table, add the data. Okay, so say we have installed MySQL server, we got the MySQL prompt, we have logged in into the MySQL server. So now you can do the operations. So what are the basic operations? Basically, so we are using SQL structured query language to we are following SQL to write the queries. Okay, what are the basic operations we can do? It is called as CRUD. Okay, what is CRUD? CRUD stands for create, read, update, and delete. So the name itself you'll understand. Creating a database, creating a storage space, that is what is create. Read, you're reading data from a table. Okay, so in the MySQL or any RDBMS, data is stored in the form of table, which has rows and columns. So we have seen the student table, which has column or fields as name, roll number, grade, and age, right? So you can enter multiple students details in that student table. So there can be many tables. Okay. there can be relationship between the tables. Okay, that's how you store data in any RDBMS. So in MySQL also you'll store that data, and all the RDBMS use structured query language for writing the command. So what are the operations? Creating table in a database. There is a query to create table. So we are going to execute that query. So creating a table, so that create operation, you can create a database, like it's a folder only. You can create, go inside that database, you can set relationships, everything. But we are going to see the basic operations, basic commands only right now. We can continue this series and go in creating a table, basically creating structure, creating the structure of the table. That is create operation. Read operation, you are reading the data, or you're displaying the data stored in the table. That is mainly the read operation, means that update, you are updating the data. You can insert, you can either change, okay, you can delete. It's all the update operation. And delete operation, you can delete the data, you can delete the table. So all this comes under delete. So these are the basic operations, which is called in shorthand as CRUD. Okay, so let's go hands on. So I have installed MySQL. So this is a Mac computer. So yeah, so what will I do? I am opening my terminal. Okay, like your command prompt, I'm opening my terminal. So I'm not using the command line client. So I am here right now. So how do I get the MySQL prompt? Okay. So let me share my whole desktop. I think you're able to see my screen. So I have taken a terminal. Okay. So here I just need to start. Sorry, I just need to. So let's see. Let's use this syntax. Okay. So in Mac, actually, I'm not using MySQL. So in Windows, you need to use that. So MySQL.server. You don't need to do this in Windows if you are installing. Okay, it'll be like whenever you start your system, the MySQL server also will be started in the background. So MySQL server stop. In case it is running, I'm stopping. It's not running. So I'm starting. So you don't need to do this in Windows. I mean, it's based upon how you installed it. Like you don't need to do anything. You take the MySQL command line and start. You'll get the MySQL prompt. Okay. So here I'm starting MySQL server. Okay. It's taking some time. Okay, let it be. We'll see this. So ignore this. So if you don't have that MySQL command line client, and if you are taking the command prompt from Windows, you need to log in to. So that time you need to execute this command, MySQL -u space -u space root. Root is your username, space -p. Okay, root is the default username. So you will remember your password. Okay, something like this with the. So when you type this command and enter, it will ask you the passwords. So if you have MySQL command line client, you don't need to do anything. So after that, you will get the MySQL prompt. Okay. So let's see the syntax of the commands. So let it start in the behind. Let it start my MySQL server. Okay. So you'll get the MySQL prompt like this. Okay, once you get, you can start executing the commands. So let's say if you want to quit this prompt, okay, if you want to come out of the prompt, just type quit and enter. So you'll be come out. You'll be able to come out. So let's say like you have to create a database. So database is something like you creating a folder. You can create multiple databases once you logged in into MySQL prompt. Okay. I'm facing some error. Okay, let's. Okay, let's complete this and go back. So you wanted to show all the databases. You can type this command, show space databases, and make a note like there is a semicolon after every command. That is the syntax. So the syntax to show all the databases is this show databases. So what it will do, it will show all the databases created. Okay. Okay, so let's say I wanted to create my own database. So it's like a folder. So inside that you can create, your tables. Okay, so what's the syntax to create a database? So this is in structured query language. Okay, it's not case sensitive. You can, if you give in capital or small, that doesn't matter. So the syntax to create a database is create space database space, give your database name. Okay. So example, let's say I wanted to create a database named as my_db. Your query will be like this in the MySQL prompt. Create database my_db. This is your database name. Okay. And you have to go inside the database. Then you use this command, use and give your database name. That's the syntax. So you have created a database, my_db. You want to go inside that database. Let's say you create a directory, then you'll go inside that directory, right? Like that. So the command is use mydb, semicolon. Enter, you'll be inside your database. Okay. So let's say I have created this database just now. So there won't be any tables, but any database. Okay. You wanted to see how many tables are there. You wanted to see all the tables or the table names. You need to execute this command, show tables. Okay. It is for showing all the tables in the database. Okay. So let's say if you wanted to know and you are inside this database and you are executing many commands, creating tables, inserting data, updating data, deleting many things. After a while, you wanted to check like I'm under which database. If you want to check that, execute this command, select database. It's a function. You have to put the bracket from dual. So you execute, it will display your current database name where you are inside. To know under which database you are in right now, it will be displayed. Execute this command to know that. Okay, so let's see. CRUD operation. So create operation. Let's see, we have seen a student table. You wanted to create a table like that. So what is the syntax of the structured query language syntax to execute that command in the MySQL prompt? So the syntax is like this. Create table. You don't need to give this in capital letter. So the SQL is, we are using SQL, is not case sensitive. Okay. So syntax is create space table space to give your table name, bracket, give your column name and give the data types. So there are many data types in MySQL. So let's see one example how to create a table. Give the column name, give the data type, comma, give the column name, give the data type, close your bracket, put the semicolon. Okay. Example. So I'm creating a table named student. So create table student bracket, roll number, the first field name, data type is int means integer, comma, name. So there is a data type varchar of 255 means it's a string which can have maximum 255 characters. Okay, mark 1 mark 2, those are integers, mark 1 int, comma, mark 2 int. Grade, so you can have grade like A plus. So it can be a string. Again, you don't need to give 255 here. You can give 15 max length. Okay, and close the bracket, put the semicolon. Okay, you'll get that. So if you wanted to see the syntax, if you wanted to see the structure of the table, there is a describe command. So the syntax is, you can type describe also, or else you can type just DSC space table name. So our table name is student, right? Semicolon, enter. You'll be able to see the structure of this table. That means the field name, the table name, the field name, and the data types. Okay, and read operation, C is create, R is for read. Read means you read or you display the data stored in the database. So let's say we have created a student table. So the syntax of that command is select star from, star means all the rows, select star from table name. We have student table, so we'll do select star from, we'll say student or customers. Whatever is your table name, you can give it there. Student. And update operation. Let's say you wanted to, so we have created the table, you know the structure of the table. Okay, so before selecting, if you do select star from table right now, it doesn't have any data. Okay, it will say like the table empty. Okay, so you wanted to insert something into the table, your first row, you created a table named as student with the fields roll number, name, mark 1, mark 2, and grade. But you wanted to, you have to enter some data in that table. How do you enter the data in the table? So the syntax to insert a row in that table is insert into table name. Whatever is your table name, give that table name. Values, keyword, bracket, put the first value in the order. Okay, here in this table the order is roll number, name, mark 1, mark 2, grade. So when you're giving values here, like insert into student values. Okay, if you give like this format, values, value 1, value 2, value 3, etc., close the table bracket and put the semicolon. So if you're giving like, you need to give it in the order only. Okay, like roll number 1, name Indira, mark 150, 45, A plus. To give that like that. Okay, if that is a string, like these two things are strings, grade and name. Okay, so you need to give that in double quote. Okay, so let's say, so you can give it like, you do like this. Otherwise, you can do it like this also. Insert into student. You don't need to write values. Okay, you can write the column names. Okay, doing this, just to insert into table name values. Okay, and give it in the same order. So you need to insert data in all the rows. So roll number, name is in double quotes, mark 1, mark 2, grade is in double quotes. Close the bracket, put a semicolon. So the value is inserted inside the table. First row is inserted. Update. If you want to update some data, syntax of the query is update table name set column name is equal to value 1, column 2 is equal to value 2, where you can have a condition here. So let's see one example. Okay, let's say we have a table named customers. So the update query looks like update customers set. We have a field name contact name is equal to this name. We have given it in quotes, comma, city is equal to, you have another field name city is equal to Frankfurt. Okay, set contact name is equal to this and city is equal to this, where customer ID is equal to 1. So what it will do in that column, in that table customers, there will be a field named customer ID. So where customer ID is 1. So it will select that particular row, and in that row, it will change the value of contact name to this. It will change the value of city to Frankfurt. So you have updated your table. Okay, so that is the update part. And delete part, you can delete data from table. How do you delete? Syntax of delete command is delete from table name where condition. So let's see one example. Delete from customers where customer name is equal to, this is our table name, where this is our field name, where customer name is equal to this. So what will be deleted? The row which has the customer name field as this will be deleted from the table. Okay, so if you want to display the table again, what you will do? You'll execute this command. Select star from customers, semicolon, enter. You'll be able to see the data. Then what happened? That row will be deleted. Okay, so I'll be sharing this material. So let's see if I have some issue. Okay, I'll come back. Give me a minute. Okay, so I got the MySQL prompt. So we are going to create some. So let's say I'm inside. So I'm executing my first command, show databases, semicolon, enter. Okay, so these are the databases already there, already created. So if you want to go inside any of this database, use. So these are the database names already created. So let's say use bootcamp, semicolon. Okay, database changed. So now you are inside the bootcamp database. So let's say how many tables are there. So show tables. That's the command to show all the tables inside this bootcamp database. So these many tables are there. Okay. So how do you display table, or so how do you know the structure of a table? DESC, describe, DSC, table name. Okay. Okay. So you got the structure. So the library underscore books table has the fields, number, name, author, publication, run date, run user. These are the data types. Okay. So how do you display the table? How do you display the table data? Select star from library underscore books, semicolon. Okay. So you are able to see the data in the table. One, so book number, name, book name, King Lear, Macbeth, Amma, Mahabharat, author, publication, run date, only this has run date, run user. Okay, so that's it. So let's say I am going to create show databases. Sorry. Show databases. These are the databases. So I was inside bootcamp. So let's say I wanted to create my database. So we have done that, right? So create database. Yeah. Create database. So let's create our own database. MyDB. Create database name. So, okay, I have created my. So how do I go inside the database? Use MyDB. Okay, I went inside. The database is changed. So how do you know that which database you're using? You're under which database? There was a command, right? Select database from dual. Okay. So you're inside MyDB. So I use DB, then database changed. So I've created a database. So let's see the database is created. Show databases command again. MyDB is created. So I'm under MyDB right now. So right now there are no tables. So let's say show tables. No table. So let's create a table by create command. Okay. I make the font bigger. Okay. So let's execute the create command. Create table name, let's say student. Okay. Student bracket name. Let's say roll number first. Roll number. Name. Oh, sorry. You can make this as an integer. So roll number is an integer. Int name varchar of 15, max 15 letters. Name roll number. Mark is integer, comma grade. So grade is a string. So varchar of let's say 5, a plus b plus, like that. So you close the bracket, semicolon, query OK. So how do you see the structure of the table? Created DSC student. Okay. Roll number is the data type, field name data type. Okay. Null or not null. So that we'll see later in the next series. So roll number, name, mark, grade, the table is created. Okay. So let's see. Select star from table is the command to display the data. Select star. So right now we have not inserted any data. Select star from student. Okay, empty set. There's no data. So you have to insert data. Insert into student. Okay. Values. Roll number 1, comma, name. You need to give it in single quote or double quote. Name, mark, let's say 42. Grade. Grade is a string. Grade is A plus. Okay. Close the bracket. Query OK. So the data should be inserted. So what do? You display the table data again. Select star from student. Select all the rows from the student. 1 Indira 42 A plus. Okay. So if you want to insert one more, do the insert command again. Grade is A minus. Mark is 45. Name is something else. Roll number 2. Okay. Enter. The display second row got inserted. Okay. Update. update from table name student, set, you're updating the table, set name is equal to, okay, Amrita, okay, where, which name, two names are there, right? Where roll number, the field name is roll underscore number, roll number is equal to 1. Okay, so the syntax is update from table name, set, column name, value, where condition, where roll number is equal to 1. So when you execute this command, what will happen? Where roll number is equal to 1, this is the row. And set name is equal to, name was Indira, set name is equal to Amrita, where roll number is equal to 1. So this row you're updating. Okay. Okay, I think the syntax, so from is not there. So I'll check the syntax otherwise. Now query is okay. So the syntax, okay, update, table name, set, field name, value, where condition, where roll number is equal to 1. So query okay. So let's display the table again. Okay. So the roll number one's name was Indira. Now roll number one's name is Amrita. So we have executed create command, insert command, update command. Now you will execute the delete command. So delete command has the free from keyword. Okay. So delete from table, delete from student. Student is our table name. Delete from student. Okay. Where, what to delete? Delete one row. Which row? That you will mention in the where condition. Where, let's say name is equal to Anita. Semicolon, enter. Query okay, one row affected. So if you display, select start from student again, you'll be able to see. So where name is equal to Anita, that row is deleted. Now you have only one row left. So that is the delete operation. Create, update, delete, create, read. Read means select start from data display, read. You're reading data from the table. Update, delete. Okay. I can delete the whole table also. You can delete that whole. So the command is drop table student. Okay. Table, the whole table is deleted. How we know the table is deleted or not? Query okay has come, but still you can execute show tables. No, table has gone. Okay. So you can delete the database also like that. So let's say show databases. For database was this MyDB, right? So I'm deleting the database. Drop MyDB. Okay, drop database MyDB. Dropped. How do you know? Query okay came, but still. Show databases. So it was there MyDB. Now let's see it's there. Show databases. Okay. MyDB is not there. That means it got deleted. Okay. So that's it for today. So thank you for joining. So let me show you the Discord. So once you installed Discord and clicked on that link, okay. Once you install Discord and click on that link to join Nestria. So this is the Nestria web server. You'll get a symbol like this here. So click on this. So we have these many channels. So what you have to do first, the left side, go here, join a topic. Okay, or you can go here and read this and understand. You can click on join a topic. Okay, so we have these many groups. Okay, so what is this? This is Python. Okay, this is for JavaScript, this is for blockchain, this is data science, and this is admission channel. Okay, this is US career, this is India career. So you need to click on the respective symbol. So let's say if you want to join, so join all this all the channels. So Python, click on the Python symbol. Okay, you want to India careers, click on that particular. So click on this, then you will get this here. Okay, so Python launch. So Python discussions, data science discussion, JavaScript discussions will be going on here. Okay, so I'll be sharing my material in the Python channel, Python launch channel. Okay. Yeah. So please join and don't forget to subscribe us Byte Academy and YouTube. Have a good day. Bye.